I can't stand this anymore. Well, actually, I probably can, which we actually do in this video. So, come with me today, and we're going to be building a model airplane stand for less than $50. So, now that we're here, so pretty much you want to get, I got 3/4 inch by 5 foot long pieces of PVC pipe. And now that we have the PVC pipe and the 3/4 inch 90-degree angle thing to put on the ends, now it's time to measure out. So on each of them, you want to measure out 2 feet and just mark a little thing there. I'm using a Sharpie, but it's up to you. There it is. So once you are done with that, you can put this away for, or the tape measure away for right now. I'm just going to put it over here. Oop. So now that we have the 2 foot mark on this, we are going to do that yet again. I just remembered. That's on me. You are actually going to do 2 marks. So 1, and then yet again, you are going to do a second marking just a little bit behind there. So take the Sharpie out again. 2 feet right here. And then once you're done with that, do it on the other ones. So it should look like this. So you have 1 marking here. So 1 mark, and then a second marking. So you're going to use this and this cut right here. And then if you have any other projects, you could simply just use this in another project, or you could just toss it off to the side. And because most model aviators have a junk bin, you could just put it off over there. So then I did these 2. Let me just do this third one real quick. You don't have to be exactly correct with your measurements, but just try to be as close to the 2 foot mark as possible if you want the model airplane stand to look the best possible that you can get it. So now that you have this, 1, 2, and 3, we are now going to get into the cutting. So now, pretty much, we're just cutting it, and once we're done with that, you pretty much just put the 90-degree angles on, and I will show you in the next segment. Okay, so now that all of the pieces are actually cut, you are going to want to, 1 second, let me put my tape measure right there so they don't fall off. You should take some PVC pipe glue or some sort of glue for PVC pipe. This is the one that I'm using. Not sponsored. If you want to sponsor me, I'm always up for it. But from there, this is on very tight. You want to open it. You are then going to grab one of your 90-degree angles. Grab a decent amount, not this much, but about this much, I'd say. And then you are then going to want to go on the inside like this and simply go like this around it a few times, just like this. Make sure all up on the inside is filled with it, as you can see. And then once you're done with that, grab a little bit more. And then you are then going to want to go around the edge of the PVC pipe too, just like this. You can put it back like that. Now that you have this and this, simply push them together as hard as you can, and then you are then going to want to grab something if you want to make sure this is as clean as it possibly can be. So I'm going to go run back inside and grab a little paper towel, and I will see you back then and I will show you what it looks like. Okay, so now as you can see, I have my paper towel right there and I just cleaned it up. Now it looks like this. Now you are going to want to do that for the rest of these guys. And that is officially one done. I will see you back when all of them are done. Okay, so now I'm done with the two. So it should look just like this for number 1 and number 2. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, what am I going to do with the rest of these 4? Good thing I'm going to answer that. So, pretty much, you are therefore going to put the glue around here and on the inside, stick these in on both sides for both, and then I'll show you what goes on from there. And I dropped my glue, but it's okay. So, then you're going to want to grab more glue, such as, and then put it around this one, just like this. You can choose either one. I'm going to choose this one. Simply stick it in as hard as you can, and then you can grab your little glue tissue and wipe it off. So, just like this. It's very easy to do. So just like that, it's all cleaned up. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the other side. So grab your glue again, go around it, from the opposite side also. Okay. And then simply, so now you have this up here like this, and then stick it in just like that. Grab your degluing tissue or towel. Again, you don't have to do this, I'm just doing it so it looks better. Make sure they're pretty straight. I'm pretty sure they're straight. I'm going to lay it onto the ground to make sure. that. Now it is perfectly straight, just like that. So you are going to repeat the process. Let me just put this one down here as it dries. Redo the process. Glue, some more glue. Grab a piece of pipe, and then stick it in one side, and then grab the other piece. Grab it, stick it in over here. Grab your towel. Do it to the other side. Get off here, and then so this is what I'm doing. I'll show you. I'm simply there's lots of mosquitoes out. So see how it goes like this. I'm then going to just twist it a little bit. See how it's not moving anymore. Pretty much. This is just side, and then just tap it in to make sure there's no more gaps or anything, and that is how it's done. As we are done with both, for right now, you can close your glue up, put it off to the side up there, and then you are going to want to grab one of your drills. So now that you have your drill, clamp, and tape measure, you are then going to want to clean your area up, and okay. So now that we built all of those, you are then going to want to grab your 3/4 inch end caps. They should look like this, non-threaded. Let me refocus it. So then, sorry for my heavy beating, I just was running. Grab your glue again. Let me see if it'll refocus. Okay, good. So, you are again going to want to do the same thing as you did earlier. Simply glue, glue, glue. Just all up in there. Clean off the sides, just like this. And then you're going to want to put it on just like that for side number 1. Oop, oh. Don't mind that. Grab your second end cap, just like this. I like the blotting technique, kind of like that. And then simply place it on like that, and you can move that to the side. And then you just have 2 more to do. Put that on, flip it over. Then do this cap, let me get a little bit more of this goop. And then simply put this cap on like that. So now that you have it, it should look just like this. And from there, you are then going to want to drill some holes. I'm going to go grab some lighting so it looks better. Okay, so now that we've got the end caps done, let me just raise you guys up. As you can see here, let me focus. As you can see here, I made a black mark about halfway through, so 12 inches from this end cap and 12 inches from this 90-degree angle. And then you are then going to want to drill a hole right through here, through the other side. And then on the other side of this pipe, I did the exact same thing. I'm going to go grab my drill, and I will show you how to drill it. Okay, so then you're then going to want to grab your drill of choice. Mine is a Milwaukee. And then this drill bit I'm going to be using as a pilot hole. It is a 5/32 inch. So not too big, not too small. Make sure you're leveled up. And then just slowly start it. Just drop that down. Let me just bend this stuff on the underneath side over. Okay, then from there, you are then going to want to make this. Let me make sure my screws. So 1/4 of an inch thick or wide hole. So you should, so 3/8, 5/16, 1/4. Perfect. So now that you've got your 1/4 inch drill bit, you can start drilling again, just like this. Okay, so that means it should be pretty perfectly sized. Let me make sure by then grabbing my screws of choice. Let me just open them up. Not sponsored again, but WeatherMax. They come with a measuring tape on the back, which is actually pretty cool. So then you are going to want to grab your stand and make sure it fits. Seems to fit perfectly fine. As you see, it can screw in, doesn't pull in or out, so that's perfect. So now that we're done with one, flip it over. This time I'm going to try it without a pilot hole. I would not recommend that, but just to make this video a little faster. That should be perfect. Let me just make sure the underside is good. And then grab my screw again. Make sure it fits perfect. Again, fits absolutely perfect. Snug as a bug in a rug. And then you can put that to the side. And you can put this one to the side. And then this is actually how I measured my holes out. So simply, let me zoom out again. So from this, right here, you go, and as you could see about right here, it's 12 inches. My marker chose to walk away from me, so I'd say right here is approximately in the middle. And then flip it over, mark it down, again, right here, approximately right here. I'd say right here is in the middle. That down. Change out the drill bit to the pilot hole drill bit again, which my pilot hole drill bit is 5/32. Grab your PVC pipe, center it. One side. One side. Let me get the work in. Pop you down, grab my 1/4 inch. On the hole. Flip you over. Do the exact same thing. Also, watch out for your hand. That was 100% my fault. Okay. So, for now, we are done drilling, and I will get back and show you how to put them together. Okay, so now that we have the holes, you are then going to want to put this down for just a second. Grab your 1/4 inch flat washers. You should need 2, 4, 6, 8 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's my 8th. Simply thread it in like that. Grab your pipe. Start hand screwing it, I recommend. Let me put my foot on here so it would kindly stop wobbling. Okay, we should be pretty set to go. This is probably going to be a decent amount of time, so I'm going to make sure this gets fast forwarded in the editing. Got my electric screwdriver right here. Now this should go a lot faster. Okay, so now that is all the way in. Now time to do the exact same. I need to re-glue that. Didn't put enough in. I forgot, you have to, don't fully drive them in. Make sure you only just slightly drive them into right there. And then because in the next step, let me push these away and grab this. You are then going to want to put these in an X pattern just like this. So, as I forgot yet again, and I'm just trying this for the first time, you are then going to want to actually take this one completely out. You can put that one on the ground for a second. Alright, good, I'm still in frame. Then you actually want to put this one in on this one. This was actually perfect. Oh, I got 1 for 2, I guess. So, then you are then going to want to make this one feed into that one. So this one into here. And then you can continue to start sealing them. Where the heck is this hole? You can just back it out a little so you can still move it. So it's then going to end up to look like that, which let me grab this, put it in just like that, and then make sure okay, so I got both sides done. So now that you have put both of them together, you're then going to want to grab 2 bolts such as these. I mean, not bolts, hex nuts. What again? Oh, stupid chair hit it. Such as the 1/4 inch bolt. Not bolt again. Nut. I mean, just simply screw them onto both sides. And make sure they are pretty tight, but not so tight that you are unable to move them still. So, excuse me. So, let me zoom you guys back out. I am just having to go grab a wrench so I can tighten. Okay, so now you are pretty much almost done with your model airplane stand. Tomorrow I will be coming out with a part 2 because it's, as of right now, it's probably not going to want to stand by its own. And what I mean by that is, see how it just presses down? You are probably, it's always personal preference, but I personally don't want it to always move. So you are going to put some Velcro on the sides and then some screws, which I will be coming out with a video again tomorrow. And I will be showing you how to do that. So if you want to take care of your plane's dents and stuff, you're then going to want to put this foam liner, very squishy, just like a pool noodle. You can get it from Lowe's, Home Depot, or whatever box store is near you. So just simply measure yours out. And what I mean by that is just go like this, like that. I'd say about right here. And then from there, just grab, oop, I actually hit one of my little cars. Just grab one of your little knives like this. It's a retractable X-Acto knife pretty much. Let me sit down in my chair to do this. Oh, I'm doing everything with this. And I'll, really am hitting everything. Okay, let me just zoom back out. So now that you've cut, let me make it so I make as straight of a cut as I can. I'm just simply putting it down on my knee just like this. Then, yeah, I'd say that's pretty straight. So here's where we started, here's where we ended. So not the best, not the worst. So now you're going to want to go back over it, but with a full force now. Always be safe when using X-Acto knives or any knife, because you, of course, do not want to cut yourself, and I don't want to be responsible for you accidentally cutting yourself. So always have an adult. Ooh, just like that. I nicked myself a little bit. Well, you guys can't see. I nicked myself, like, where was it? Like, about right here. So be safe when using X-Acto knives and knives of any nature. So now I have this. You are simply going to want to now take it and cut out right here. So just as I said before, put it down on your lap. That was perfect. See? That was absolutely perfect. That might be the best one I've ever had. That was actually sick. I've never got such a symmetrical cut. cut before in my life. You guys might say that's pathetic, but to me, that's actually crazy. I've never got such a cut before. So now, just do it again. Put them together. You're gonna need 4 of them, so right there. Put it on the floor. Again, grab your X-Acto knife. Holy crap, today might be my actual lucky day. Again, a very symmetrical, pretty symmetrical cut. You can always bend it, cut from the inside, but if you want a perfect cut, cut from the outside just like that. Pretty clean cut, I'd say. And then again, one last time, take it and measure it out pretty much. Drop it and cut. Okay, so let me just pop that off to the side. So as you can see, I now have my 4. Then you are going to want to, let me bring you guys over here. As you can tell, I have a tripod. So now you have your 2 sides. And you place these down. So as you can see, there is yellow on the inside. Peel it back, just like that, on both sides. And that is sticky, so as you can see. Like a glove. And simply just stick it just like that. And like a glove, fits perfect. Perfect. So see, now put around, yellow, yellow, and then like that, and then yellow, yellow. From there, grab some electrical tape, which I'm going to have to find, so just give me 1 second, I'll be right back with y'all. Now I got my roll of electrical tape. I'm going to start on this side. Simply get your tape started. It's just like 10 years old, I believe. So, watch pounds. Might not be the best, but if it works, it works. Make sure to wrap it extremely tight. I'd say wrap it 3 times, and then just cut it. And then, if you want to, you can do the bottom side too. So, as I said earlier, make sure it is extremely tight. 3 times. Cut and tuck. So then again on this one, in the description of this video, I will be putting all of the names of what you are going to need to buy to be able to use this project, such as screws, PVC pipe size, and then also the nuts, washers, foam, pretty much everything that I showed you in this video, I will be putting in the description. Do both on that. If you actually have any tips and tricks on how to do this, they are very kindly accepted. So just either put it, just put it in the comments, and I will like and comment, and I might even subscribe to your YouTube channel if you are also about model airplane aviation flying. Let me just do one more so it looks a little bit better. I'm gonna cut this one a little bit long so I can do an extra little bit of a wrap. Push this a little bit up, and voila, that is how it is done. So now that you actually have completed this, give yourself a little pat on the back, because now let me grab one of my planes and show you how it's going to work. Excuse me for that burp. Let me move my stand back a little bit. Let me make it a little bit higher for y'all. Okay, good, everything is in frame. So, voila. As you can see, it sinks down, but as I said earlier, this is, or I'm going to be making a secondary video on this tomorrow, also, or a part 2, about how to make it stay more upright and adjustable with Velcro. So stay tuned for that, and have an amazing day, y'all.